Good morning everybody and welcome to Live Trading Room's daily Forex analysis. Today is Thursday, February the 8th and it's 15 minutes past 11 in the morning. Let's see how the Forex market is performing through the index grid of our best and worst dashboard. The US dollar is in first position with a percentage gain of 1.93%, followed by the British pound gaining 1.02%, and then we have the Canadian and Australian dollar just above parity, gaining respectively 0.29 and 26%. The euro is just below parity, with the Swiss franc losing both 0.02 and 0.05%. Then we have the yen down by 0.95% and the New Zealand dollar losing 2.46%. The power strength gives us the New Zealand dollar 100% short and the US dollar 100% long. We have high percentages on the British pound and the yen, also respectively 85% long and 85% short. The best trade so far on the Forex market are British pound New Zealand dollar higher by 0.46% and Kiwi US dollar losing 0.52%. Now let's go to the charts to analyze the majors. Aussie US dollar is moving in a bearish tendency after marking an intraday high at target number 1 of the bullish zone of the target geometry at 0.7842. Now we're inside the bearish zone with a confluent price action and a breakout of the previous lows on the daily and the weekly time frames. We have a bearish percentage confluence up to the monthly level, an RSI below 50 up to the daily time frame. So with a 57% long Australian dollar against a confluent US dollar, should the market remain below 0.7808, we may have a continuation to the downside. The Eurodollar gave a bearish signal at the breakout of the previous daily low. We're already inside the bearish zone of the target geometry with an entry level at 122.38. We have a confluent price action with a breakout of the previous lows on M15 on the daily and the weekly time frames. We have a bearish percentage confluence up to the monthly level, an RSI below 50 up to the daily time frame. So with a 57% short euro, if the market remains below 122.38, we may have a continuation of the bearish impulse. The cable is also moving in a slight bearish tendency inside a support zone which is holding from the end of January. We're just above the entry level of the bearish zone of the target geometry at 138.54. The pair is losing 0.13% on a daily basis. Market is correcting up from the daily low marked at 138.45 with a bullish price action at a scalping and intraday level. Both currencies are very strong on their respective currency basket, so for now we can expect the pair to be little moved. But of course, in the second part of the trading session, we're going to have the Bank of England, so we can expect a rise in volatility. Kiwi US dollar is continuing to fall after the Royal Bank of New Zealand decision on the interest rates. We're below the previous daily low, inside the bearish zone of the target geometry, just at the target number 1 level at 0.7202. We have a bearish price action at an intraday and multi-day level with a breakout of the previous lows on the daily and the weekly time frames. We have a percentage confluence up to the monthly level and the RSI is below 50 from M30 to the daily. We have the best and worst currencies on the market so far. A confluent US dollar against 100% short New Zealand dollar. So should the market remain below 0.7214, we may have a continuation of the bearish impulse. US dollar Canada is moving in a bullish tendency just above the previous daily high. Now the market is correcting down from the daily fan at the intersection with target number 2 of the target geometry at 125.99. In fact, we have a bearish price action at a scalping and intraday level. We have a breakout of the previous highs though on the daily and the weekly time frames, a bullish percentage confluence up to the yearly level, a weekly statistical forecast in favor of a possible continuation to the upside, an RSI above 50 from M5 to the daily. So with a 57% short Canadian dollar, if the market remains above 125.77, we may have a continuation of the bullish move. US dollar Swiss franc is moving in a slight bullish tendency, correcting down from the daily high marked at the intersection between 0.9469 and the daily fan, which I'm indicating. Now the market is on the entry level of the bullish zone of the target geometry at 0.9452. We have in fact a bearish price action at a scalping and intraday level, but the pair is still gaining 0.14%, and we have a bullish percentage confluence up to the monthly level. The RSI remains above 50 from M15 to the H4 time frame, and we have a monthly and weekly statistical forecasts in favor of a possible continuation to the upside. We also have a 71% short Swiss franc against an 85% long US dollar, so should the market remain above 0.9452, we may have a continuation of the bullish impulse. Now let's close the analysis with the US dollar yen, which is moving in a bullish tendency just above target number 2 of the bullish zone of the target geometry, with a bullish price action at a scalping level. The pair is gaining 0.31% on a daily basis. We have an RSI above 50 from M15 to H4, and we have an 85% short yen. The weekly statistical forecast is largely in favor of a possible continuation to the upside, so should the market remain above 109.45, we may have a continuation of the bullish impulse toward the weekly opening at 110.19. That's all for today's analysis. Thank you for your attention. Good day and good trading from Live Trading Room Trading Community.